I am back out at the property and we came today to tend to some of our fruit trees. We're gonna get the trunks wrapped and we're going to be spraying an organic horticultural spray that should help deter pests. This is one of our peach trees that I noticed these little wooden,
Sorry, go!
It's really like wood dust. We know that this tree has had a boring beetle get to it. So I don't know if you can see that hole right there. And they're all up and down the trunk of the tree. We knew that transplanting the trees could be stressful. So we are just going to do the best we can to keep them watered, provide some protection up and down the tree trunks, and we'll see which ones make it. This is our other peach tree, and I see that they have found this tree as well. This tree looked really great.
Mom, I got leaves on it.
When I came out a couple days ago, but I see that it's now been attacked by the Ambrosia Beetle also. Let's see so that's how I was able to identify what was going on by these tubes right here. Knowing that these trees have already been damaged, the beetle larva is already inside of them, and the likelihood of them making it is fairly slim because they're so young. What I might do is try to experiment with injecting some of the pyrethrin inside the tree. So I will keep you guys posted and let you know how that goes. It's OMRI certified organic, so it's safe for organic gardening. So we'll see, but this is kind of a bummer. I don't have running water out here right now, so I am making trips to the pond with my 5-gallon bucket. And that's how I'm getting everything watered when it doesn't rain. On the way to get water, I'm seeing some pretty large footprints out here.
That's a deer footprint.
Nope, these aren't deer, and I'm fairly certain they aren't the dogs because they look like they have claws on them. These over here look like some prints from cedar, but we definitely have something else making a trip out here. So this would be a footprint from cedar. And this is definitely something else. Maybe a coyote. So I'm wrapping this burlap around the trunk of the tree. It's a couple layers thick. This peach tree has already been infested, so we'll try the organic insecticide when it gets here. Right now, this is just to prevent any further boring in the trunk of the tree. And we knew that we were going to be facing a different kind of pest pressure when we came out here. So this is just a part of the learning curve. Got more footprints closer to the garden. That one's really little. And then just to my left, these fairly big. Alrighty, well, here they are. All of the fruit trees that I have lovingly swaddled in burlap to try and help prevent further pest damage. So of these 7 trees right now, I know 3 of them have the Ambrosia Beetle damage. Both peach trees and one of the pears. Let me double check and see. Baldwin pear. So Baldwin pear and both of our peach varieties definitely have the Ambrosia Beetle damage. So I am going to be trying to, I'll do what I can and we'll see what comes of it. The blueberries look fine. They don't seem to have any holes in them or any damage. So that's nice. I'm gonna go over and check the citrus and the figs. I came over to check the figs and the citrus, and I can see that what I believe are voles have been tunneling right around this fig, but it still looks really nice. I don't see any beetle damage on it, so hopefully they were just passing through. It has been about 2 days since I discovered the Ambrosia Beetle infestation in the peach trees, and I've kind of been thinking on what we should do, and I think the best course of action is going to be to chop these trees all the way down to their root balls. The tops will need to be burned because they are full of the invasive Ambrosia beetle, and we will try to see if the trees come back from the root balls or not. I'm going to be placing those somewhere else on the property, away from the rest of the fruit trees, and we will we'll see if we get anything from those. If the trees don't end up coming back from the root ball, then that's fine. All I can do is try. So Archer and I are going to cut back the beetle infested trees that we initially wrapped with this burlap. We wrapped all of the fruit trees with burlap in an effort to protect them from further infestation. But the more I read, the more I came to realize that wrapping them, it's not going to do anything. If the trees were stressed, these trees, the peach trees, were stressed, and you know, based on what I've read, they emitted ethanol, which attracts these beetles to bore inside the tree. This side of the orchard garden is going to hold more moisture than is going to be ideal for a peach tree. Asian pears should do okay over here, and there was no insect damage on the Asian pear tree. There was also no insect damage on the Ayers pear tree, but there was some damage on the Baldwin pear. So I'm gonna be pulling out the peaches, I'm gonna pull out the Baldwin pear, anything that has Ambrosia beetles in it, and I'm going to be replacing those with things that can tolerate a little bit more moisture. It doesn't flood over here, but the soil is slow to drain. So we are going to be planting a couple of blackberries, and we also have some pecan trees that I have been just kind of waiting to find the right spot for. And I've read that we're not chopping yet, hold on. And I've read that pecan trees can take the occasional flooding without it stressing them out too much. So that's what we're gonna try over here. We're going to be doing backyard orchard style with these fruit trees, so topping them off right at about 8 feet, and yeah, harvesting what we can. These two peach trees behind us still have some greenery on them, but the trunk is really infested with beetles. And the bottom line as far as that goes, I do see some die off already, but I don't want these beetles around, so I have to get rid of these trees. So this is what's going to be left of the tree. I'm going to stick this someplace else, and we'll see if it can come back from this. This is going in the burn pile. ambrosia beetle overwinters inside the wood of trees, so I'm not concerned with this dirt and coming back and planting something new in this spot, because those beetles don't lay grubs in the soil. They spend their life inside the tree.
Yeah, how about...
Yeah, plant this in the hole and then put the dirt back around it.
Oh, muddy.
It's okay, it's just dirt. So these are blackberries that are going to take the place of our peaches. And these blackberries should do better in this soil. This root ball, put someplace else. This is going in the burn pile. For someone who really enjoys the process of growing things, this learning that I had to get rid of these trees was actually a lot more disappointing than I thought it would be. But it's part of the process, and it's definitely part of figuring out how we fit this garden orchard into the ecosystem that's out here, finding the right places for all of these fruit trees, and really growing the things that are going to work for us out here. All right, it's the weekend. We came out, we started our burn piles. The peach trees are burning, and hopefully this will be the end of our run-in with the ambrosia beetle. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.